Hey guys, Keir coming to you live here. So today we wanted to talk a little bit about a pretty salient topic, which is as many of us, both new agents and those that are becoming more seasoned, that are really growing their real estate brokerage practice, that are starting to scale up and produce more and more volume, we all encounter the same types of problems, right? And that is, as agents, we wear so many different hats, right, in this business, from marketing and sales to advertising and accounting to management to objection handling to operations to all the other different things that go into the behind the scenes, right, production of a busy real estate agent's business. So when I look back at my experience, right, when I was a single agent just starting out about 5 years ago, before I started this team 3 years ago and really grew it to be the number one team at our company several years over and in our region, I was encountering the same things as well, meaning I was working harder and harder. I was working more hours. I was living in the pain of having to manage all these different needs, right? From 30 clients, another 20 to 30 buyer relationships, right? All those different hats I just mentioned, and working 80, 90, 100-hour weeks. I was starting to get burnt out. And that time for me came about, I would say, 18 months into the business. And at that point, I really knew that I needed to do something. I needed to hire my first employee. I needed to start to delegate and outsource some of the things that go into my day and allow me to really step back and focus on some of the key revenue-producing activities that an agent should be focused on. So today I wanted to talk about that because I know a lot of people feel the same pain, which is, who is that first hire? When is the right time to make it? And how do we give up the control and also take on the expense, right? So we're getting over the fear of bringing on our first employee. So the first employee should always be an admin or an assistant. So for me, that first hire was an executive assistant, was her official title. She came on, again, after about 1.5 years in the business as a single solo agent, and it changed the trajectory of my business and my practice. What it did was allow me to really focus on the 3 or 4 key activities, right? The things that would really allow me to scale and grow my business. And that was focus on building the listing inventory, right? More appointments, more, at-bats, if you will, with sellers, signing up more clients. 2, it allowed me to focus more on being a really high-level marketer. So I could focus on, at a programmatic level, marketing my clients' properties in a very effective way. 3, allowed me to focus on negotiations, right? Bringing parties together, writing, negotiating, and closing on contracts, whether we're representing buyers or sellers. Now, the first decision, again, to hire that assistant was a tough one. I was bringing on a salary now of $35,000 a year. I was giving up control in some of the areas that I had always been, responsible for, right, in the details. And for me, it was challenging because I am very type A, very high strung. I like to be in the details and in the trenches, but I knew that if I wanted to continue to scale and grow, I would have to do this. You see, we have to. We get to a certain point where if we don't, we're going to burn out or we're going to reach a ceiling. There's only so many hours in the day in the week, and we're not really able to scale and consistently maintain a level of service and marketing results for our clients unless we do this. So it's really, really critical. And what I recommend you do is write a really effective advertisement. When you get to that point when you're starting to feel the anxiety and the stress of this business, when you're being torn in so many different ways, when you can't do past a certain amount of transactions a year without feeling like you're simply on that hamster wheel, right, on the treadmill, this is and should be your first major investment in yourself, in your business, and in your future. And that is hire that admin, hire that assistant. Typically, depending on your market, the salary is going to range anywhere from the low end, I'd say, of about $30,000 to the high end, about $50,000, $55,000. Again, depending on the market, the level of experience of the candidate, and the general job responsibilities and what they're doing. So again, you're going to want to consult a few different sources. I'm happy to share what I did, my job description, some of the terms of employment, what the employment offer looked like, job responsibilities, duties, etc. If you'd like, just drop me a comment below or send me a direct message. Happy to share and be a resource. But remember, that first hire should not be another agent. That's usually your second hire. It should always be an admin or an assistant to take off some of the back office admin duties, the paperwork, the MLS entries, the data input, the transaction management, the putting together listing packets and CMAs. We need to streamline the workflow, focus on what we're really, really good at, which as a top producing agent, it's marketing, sales, and negotiations, right? Those should be our focal activities. So hopefully this is helpful, guys. Again, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below, shoot me a message, or just reach out directly here on our Facebook page or on our website as well, which is keirweimer.com. Again, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of the week.